My name is JoJo McDaniel, and I'm here to talk about what kind of day we are having. Let's start by imagining a morning I had recently. I woke up late, so my mom is rushing me immediately. As we were racing out the door, we realized my backpack is in my dad's car, which is at work with him, like way over here, and I'm like here. Scale like 1 inch a mile. My classes were all messed up because my books were in the backpack, which is, 1 inch a mile scale. And I get to school and find out one of my favorite teachers is gone. That day was what most people would call a bad day. I get it, but here's the thing. God helped me all throughout the day. I just had to learn how to see it. Because God does not create a bad day, ever. He tests our faith, but He will never push you too hard. I had to see the day as His. Romans 12:2 tells us not to be conformed by this world, but to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The renewing of our minds is key here. We have to be careful about what we say and even think in situations when we are tested in our faith. And I see so many social media posts saying #blessed or #Jesus or #worthy, but we sing God songs crying out to God about how thankful we are, but then we turn around and complain. We argue that that we have to go to school, or that it's early, or that we have to do the dishes. We whine when we have to stop doing something fun. We just generally do not like work. Kids complain, students complain, I complain, adults complain, you complain. We, God's people, complain constantly on social media, at work, at school, on the phone, or even just in our minds. Oh, but then we post #all for him or #blessed. If we are speaking the truth today, we are being hypocrites when we say this. James 1:2-4 says this: My brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, you will know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. Paul is my favorite example of this. His joy was deep enough to survive and thrive in prison. He rejoiced in the message about Christ, regardless of how he felt about it. In 2 Corinthians 7:4, he says this: I am greatly encouraged. In all our troubles, my joy knows no bounds. Okay, Jojo, I get it. So what can I do to fix this? First off, start your day off with Him. Get yourself sorted before anything can go wrong. Decide to have a good day. God made it. Yes. As I said before, God will never make a bad day. Secondly, every time we think of something negative, stop and thank God for something. My mom made me do that when I was little, and I got so upset, but it works. People must see the joy that fills us up, but we can't be filled with joy unless we choose to be filled with God's joy, which He will freely provide, but we have to choose to be filled with it. Finally, keep in mind that Jesus is the only person who could say He had a bad day. He suffered so much for us. He knew that we might complain, but He would still die for us any day. And He never even complained once about anything. Instead, in the Garden of Gethsemane, He asked His Father for the strength to do the right thing. He did not say, oh, why do I have to do it? Why not Him? He said, hey, give me that cross. I'll take it for you. Hebrews 12:2 tells us that Jesus is the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before Him endured the cross. Jesus can have a horrible day like that, but He wouldn't call it a horrible day. He calls it a victory. He proclaims it all the time. Who are we to whine about anything? Ladies and gentlemen, as God's people, we must stop acting like a bunch of complaining Israelites in the wilderness. Start praising and thanking God in every situation for all He's done. He gave His Son for us, even though none of us ever deserved it. And He will do it again, anytime. So for anyone who's ever posted #blessed, or sung a God song, or worn a Christian shirt, or maybe talked to someone about Christianity, those words mean something. The cross means something. Your example of Christ means something, whether it's good or bad. We are blessed. So what kind of day will you choose to have today? Thank you.